Okay. Right. That's better. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another live stream. Now, first of all, hello to everyone. Secondly, I have an excruciating toothache. Back molar, really bad. I am medicated. I'm not going to be super energetic, but we're gonna have a nice chill stream. I have a very exciting project, something I have been planning and looking forward to for a very, very long time. It's still a little bit of ways from actually launching the project properly, but today we're gonna actually at least do some work on getting it ready and also just explaining what it is and, you know, having a chat about it and all that sort of stuff. Let's see, Axel saying, honestly, it's so bad I didn't finish. I can't pause the stream when it starts so I can get a frozen meal into my microwave. You can go do that now. I'm going to talk for just a little bit. Gonna try to use the stream to work. Will probably just end up being a class clown again, lol, and I'm only half joking. Oh no, I've been through tooth tragedies. I wish you strength. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get a... dentist appointment as quick as possible, but I don't know if when that's gonna happen. So for the time being, ibuprofen is my friend, and I'm just gonna take it chill. But anyway, as some of you are aware, and I've mentioned it in the Discord and on the channel socials and all that sort of stuff, that I am now a Bisect hosting partner. There's links to my affiliate link down there. If you guys are looking for a server, they genuinely are very good, and I hope that at this point I'd have your trust that you would know that when I say that I'm genuine about it. They're very nice people. Support staff is super helpful. The Discord is very nice, and the servers are good quality for a decent price. So there's a link down there, so if you want to support the channel, that's a good way of doing it. If you need a server, cool. And if you use my code, then you get 25% off your first month's purchase, so that's a bonus for everyone. Win-win. But because I'm a partner with them now, they have given me a premium server to do with as I please. And something that I have wanted to do for a very long time is have a creative test server rather than just a creative test world. Because something that I would love to do is to collaborate with some, not just the randoms, because we do have a creative server that we work on together, but one for when I want to work with some of the other people. Those of you that are in the Discord know the VIPs. So there's people like Arctech and Rexstone and Captain Jack, and it was always a pain. Like, we had to just set up a temporary server to be able to work together and all that. So this is going to be nice. This is going to be a good way moving forward to collaborate with more people and do more interesting things. I am in the process, and that's probably mostly what we're going to be doing today, is just setting up a creative test hub. I'll explain a little bit more of that in a bit. I think it's very important for anyone who really is serious about being a good builder or just a good Minecrafter or content creator in general, to not just have a test server. I've seen plenty of big guys like Mumbo just have a scattered server, and fine, his brain works that way. Mine does not. So everything needs to be nice and organized for me to be able to be as efficient as I can be. That's one of my things, right? Frozen lasagna sounds great. Okay. And the other thing that this server is going to do is the ability for me to start working on a Cyberpunk city from scratch. I'm going to show you guys the map. It's a pretty cool looking map. I think some of you have seen it, some screenshots of the world painter screenshots that I took while I was making the map. That is going to be a semi-single player creative Let's Build series. Hopefully long term, I want to really go start to finish, flesh out an entire Cyberpunk city. And I want to treat it as like a semi Let's Play creative style Let's Build series, but also at the same time a tutorial series. So depending on what it is I'm doing, maybe like the first episode will be all about planning out your city and your districts and all of that sort of stuff. If I'm working on roads for the city, then that episode will be a semi-tutorial on doing roads, and so on and so forth. But what I also would like to do is bring in, at not necessarily regular intervals, maybe every 2 episodes, 3 episodes, every once in a while, bring in a guest to build something in the server. So, for example, first episode will probably be Architect, because the series is heavily inspired by a series that he did. So first episode will probably be him. Good person to have right at the start, because he does have some architecture experience. And then the next, like episode 3, might be me getting Enigma in to get his input, and maybe he comes in and builds NTech HQ or something like that. And every once in a while, I'll get in a different random or one of my fellow content creators, some of the VIPs from the Discord, come and build something. Then later, what I would also like to do is start having build competitions on the Discord. And the winners of those things might also get their builds put into the city. Or it could become a channel membership thing where members are allowed to build one small build in the city. So maybe just like a noodle stand, or a a scrapyard, or something. It depends, whatever, right? So that might be a thing. I am working on getting channel memberships set up on the Discord. That's another thing that Bisect Hosting is helping me with, is getting like emotes and a whole channel revamp and everything done. Because, ladies and gentlemen, November is usually the month in which I celebrate like a month-long channel anniversary, or at least a half month's worth of a channel anniversary, and that's this month. On the 18th or the 19th of November will be the 2-year anniversary of the first video on this channel. I created the channel 2 years ago, 3 days from now, on the 8th, right? So that's technically the channel anniversary. And so, yeah, things like setting up a brand new test server, doing a channel revamp, and all of these sorts of things. This is all part of the celebration for this month. So this is kind of where it starts now, right? We're celebrating. It's the channel anniversary, 2 years, and hopefully by next year this time, I'll be making some sort of an income on this platform, so that I can just continue doing this, because I am just loving it so much. The community is growing strong, and I am super happy. But you know what? That's enough of me rambling on. So let me close that, move that over, all that jazz. Thought it would have been a city based off what you said in the server, then the new project. Lol. Yeah. I mean, I'm not always subtle with my hints, am I? Okay. Let me open up this, and let me switch over to in-game. Right. So let's. That sounds awesome. Happy early channel anniversary. Thank you. Okay, so the first thing that I want to show you guys is that I have been working on this like big warehouse thing. This is going to be the hub for my central creative thing, and it's all going to be on one server, because I want to just have one world download, and I want it to be like after every episode of the Let's Build, the download on the channel or on the Ko-fi will update to have whatever I built in that next episode. But then everything that's going to be in here will also be available. I'll have warps and things set up. That's part of why this hub is being created, right? So if you look inside here, it's very similar to my old test world for anyone who has watched some of the streams that we did on there. This side out there is going to be vehicles, and then builds on this side, some miscellaneous stuff, farms, tech, games, pixel-related things like graffiti and whatnots, and then drafts will be like templates sort of things. So some road templates, some fence templates, some wall templates, stuff like that. right? Or just radio towers and things like that in general. The sort of things that you could just kind of copy paste onto different builds to make them work. So that's kind of what this area is going to be. I'm also going to have sections in underneath each, maybe on the back walls there. So things like I'm going to have all of the banners. I've been collecting up some of the banners that I'm going to have. And basically what I want to do is I want to have all of these saved toolbars that I have ready for other people to grab. And in case I accidentally overwrite one of my saved tool hotbars as well, I want to be able to quickly grab everything back because I do that regularly. So like this is for the banners, this one is heads, and also my Derp pack thing that I also still need to release on the Ko-fi. I will get around to that. Armor stand sort of stuff. And this one I need to sort out because banners and heads have been moved. And then that's just my like world edit toolbar sort of thing, right? So yeah, the portal the portal is cool. Just a part of my mustache. I still need to figure out what I'm gonna do for another portal to have in here as well. But then, yeah, the roads just lead out. I still want to put some lampposts down the middle of it. This is at the moment just one region. And after this, I'll do one region where it's just like this with the roads. And then I will paste that all around and make this a lot bigger. Then I'll open it up in MCA Selector and actually move this whole creative area to a place that's a little bit more fitting. I kind of just teleported 20,000 by 20,000 out from spawn on this world, which is where the island is. And then I just kind of started doing this because I wanted to just, you know, I just want to get it done, and then I'll paste it wherever I actually want it in the world. So speaking of the island, let me go and show you guys a little bit of what's going on with that, right? So I think if I go 3,000 by... Yeah, this is why I need to set up the warps and stuff properly. Okay, here we are. So for those of you who haven't seen the Discord, let me see. Do I still have... I do still have window capture. Okay. Let me see if I can quickly grab... Where would I have it? No. I need screenshots. I think I have it in here somewhere. There it is. If I open that and I go window capture, there it is. All right. So just for those of you that want to see, that's pretty much the whole island. I have made some adjustments since I took this picture, but basically this is for anyone who knows Nassau in the Caribbean, Nassau port. That's what the island is based off of. I just took a height map of Nassau and put it into World Painter and then did a whole bunch of tweaking. And yes, that is a volcano. That is indeed a volcano. Right, so let's hide that. And so let me give you guys a little bit of a tour of the island. Everything on the island is desert biome because I do want everything to look fairly dead and poopy. But then there's these low-laying areas closer to the waterline. That's all mangrove, so that the color is a little bit different. And also so that the water looks a little bit different and a little bit dirtier. The best way to show you guys that, this is, by the way, an inlet. This is a lake, but it's a very, very big lake, right? Almost like a little inland sea. But let me quickly show you guys why I picked the mangrove water. The island... Ooh, okay, so that screenshot that I showed you is a 6,000 by 6,000. The island is pretty bloody big. It's going to take a couple of, like, trailer parks and some solar farms and wind farms and things to really fill up the whole island, because I don't think we're going to be building a city on every square foot of this island. But essentially, as you can see here, in that where there's like a delta coming out of the water, coming out of that river, the pollution kind of goes into the ocean, right? That's all mangrove biome, just to change the color of the water. I thought that was a good detail to add to add a little bit of pollution around the whole island. This bay here is likely going to end up being the port. On Nassau, I don't actually think this is the port, but this does make a good port. And then, yeah, this is a pretty big island. Oh wait, I have a great idea for this island. Make a fish and chip shop. Yep, that's definitely something that can end up on this island for sure. But yeah, as you can see, all the low-laying areas have a little bit of mangrove swamp and a little bit of grass added into it, just to give it that lushness around the water lines. And then here, yeah, we have a volcano, right? There's also, that's the spring, the source of the water that goes down that river. So I've been doing a little bit. Over time, we'll terraform and actually make it look a lot better. But for now, yeah, this is just a very good blank canvas, right? There's also a big little mountain range that just goes along this stretch here. Not really a mountain, just like a ridge. And then tapers off all the way to the north coast. And yeah, there's a couple of like other inland water sources and stuff like that. Overall, it's a good. You gotta make an energy collection system over the volcano in some. Yes, I do. It is one of the ideas that I had of having like a thermal capture, like a geothermal vent capture sort of thing going over the top of the volcano. These things will all come together as time goes on. I'll probably make a post in the forums on the Discord where you guys can lay out loads more suggestions. But yeah, having some kind of like a cap that kind of goes over the volcano, and then like a big pipe that comes out and goes down, and then having maybe on the which way is it? This side? On this side, having it go out to a massive power plant that's like harvesting the heat from the lava. That would be a pretty dang cool project over time. I watched I love watching streams about turning nice landscapes into industrial nightmares. Well, I mean, this isn't, it's an okay landscape. I wouldn't call it a nice landscape. The whole reason I took desert is to give it that like barren, dead feel, right? And you can see all around the coast there is pollution in the water, very like dispersed and whatnot. So this is going to be the canvas for the big project, right? And as time goes on, I will chip away at this. The whole thing behind this is that all of my time, I don't have time to do a single player survival series. I don't have time to be building things that aren't going towards content. So instead of doing a survival series where I try and do this, and instead of just like in my spare time building creative builds to put onto Instagram and all that sort of stuff, I figured why not combine those two ideas into a series that can be, moving forward, probably most of my tutorial series will come out of this. And if I still do some of those like 10 plus sort of tutorials, it'll be with whatever the next thing in this series is going to be in mind, right? So if I'm planning on doing a port, I might actually do another port video, or that sort of thing. But yeah, this is going to be a way for me to not be bogged down in survival gameplay. Survival is just for random craft highlands. And wait, was it? It's got such an odd vibe, pretty interesting. But I mean, I would say that's a good thing. What? No, bad Streamlabs. Yeah, Streamlabs isn't that smart. But anyway, that's the island. That's the concept of it all. A good way for me to pump out content more regularly and have it be kinda tutorial-y, but also just very build heavy. You know, I can get time lapses out of this. I can get Instagram posts out of this. I can get collaborations out of this. I can get tutorial style content out of this. This is going to be a really fun long-term project. Maybe, hopefully one day, one of the things that the channel will be remembered for, like Ethos Lab or what was the other one's lab? Was it Captain Sparkles that had the, no, it wasn't. Who was the other one that had the lab, right? I want this series to kind of be the thing that over time, this and Random Craft, that's the two things I want this channel to be famous for, right? So we're going to build a nice big city. And like I said, either we'll have competitions on the Discord so that anyone has an opportunity to get a build into the city. And maybe I'll do both, yeah. And also have it where maybe some of the higher tiered channel members will be able to just build something. Like everyone, if you're a new member of like the higher tiers, you are allowed to put one build into this. And if you're maybe not particularly confident in your building or that great at building, then that will be incentive for me to help you and maybe coach you and give you feedback and help you build something that, you know, is worthy of going in the city. Because I don't want crappy builds in here. No offense to anyone, but I also know that anyone can make a good build and I can help with that. So I'm gonna try, right? All right. Now that's not what I wanted to do. Oh wait. No. What am I doing? We're going to 20,000 again. And now we're just going to go work on that hub area, because without the hub, none of this is going to happen. I need to finish that hub first. Breaking Bad had a lab. Okay, yeah. Dan was the one that had the lab. Yes, Dan TDM had a lab. Breaking Bad had a lab. Do you call pogos or dogs or poggos? I don't know what that is. Hi Nick, welcome back. You missed the whole speech, but right, we're back at the hub. So now I need to just continue on with what I was doing, and I think what I'm gonna start with is what I left off with last time. I need to put some stuff on here. Hey Plotis. Plotis. Oh, Plotis has a lab. Is it a lab or a slab? Plot lab. I forget. I can't remember how to pronounce that. Okay, so what I wanted to do, we want to finish this build, because without finishing this build, we're not going to be able to. Have you ever had a corn dog? No, I've never had a corn dog. That's a very American thing. I honestly, I don't think I've ever seen corn dogs outside of America, and while I was there, I didn't actually have one. So around about there, I think. Yeah, I want maybe some kind of radio tower. Radio tower. Put in a radio tower. And probably started off with some more furnaces. Okay. So from here on in, we're probably just going to build a little bit. Well, I'm going to go play some Stardew Valley. Bye. Well, enjoy that. And enjoy your spreadsheets and all of the things. Right, let's clear out all of this nonsense. And let me get some red terracotta. And some calcite, probably. Probably the best way to do this. Like that. What speech did you miss? You missed the whole speech about what this project actually is about. And all of that stuff. All of that stuff. So, if you want to know more about what's going on here, you're going to have to go back, boy. Something like that, I guess. Or do I do this whole thing with walls? Maybe I do it with walls. Alright, wait. I want to make just a very decent radio tower. Take some of this. Problem is, it has to be a too thick. Does it have to be a too wide? That's the other question. Maybe it doesn't have to be a too wide. Probably not. I don't know, I just want this hub to look nice, you know? Yeah, you know I mean? I want it to look nice. I don't want to have to... because I'm going to be spending a lot of time in here. And the last thing I would want is for this place to, you know, look crappy. So we're going to do that. We are just going to copy-paste all of these over to the other corners as well. As soon as I figure out what it is I'm trying to do here. So from there, I'm gonna just go out by one. And then we'll do another one there. That. Out. Antennae. That's pretty much all we're gonna do now. Do that. That. Yes. There. I get a nice, decent looking Christmas tree style radio tower. Actually, this one could come out more. This one could also come out a lot more. This one. Okay, that's starting to look pretty decent. And then let's see, we need some fences up at the top here. And some red. Oh wait, oh, this is where do that. That and that. Those. And then redstone torch. Hey, I'm imagining it decorated with lights for Christmas like a tree. I mean, why not, right? You just chuck a couple of jingle lights on this thing and boom, you got yourself a tree. Easy peasy. So what I want is some of these lights there. We'll get some trapdoors. So yeah, for those of you that might have missed the start of the stream, I am not entirely feeling all that great. Due to some toothache and whatnot, so just bear with me, all right? We're gonna have a nice chill stream, and that's gonna be that. So I think a couple of these. You know what? That's fine. I think that's a decent looking radio tower for now. Although it could probably do with just a little bit more reinforcement down the bottom, because it kind of looks a little flimsy. Yeah, I'm okay with that for now. So now, what we're gonna need to do is, let me see here. Get this out. Go up. Probably right here. Take it from there to, let's see here. To probably just there would be good. I think. I'm hoping I'm not messing this up. Alright. And then what I'm going to do, actually take this away. stand here. Do a copy. And then rotate 90 and paste. Good, good, good. Rotate 90, paste. Rotate 90, paste. Okay. I think that works pretty well. I don't normally do builds this symmetrical, but I don't know. I feel like it works. So the next thing that I've wanted to do this whole time is I got these things hanging here because essentially what I want is a crane track going all the way around the inside of this the central area. And I want just off to the one side, I just want like a gantry crane hook, basically crane hand hanging. We even got mangrove to texture red terracotta now. What? Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess I could have. I've never actually tried what the like mangrove wood would look like here instead of the red terracotta. Now that you mention it, probably something I should check. I mean, yeah. I don't think it's such a significant difference that I would go with mangrove instead of red terracotta, but it's good to know. You can definitely texture with it for sure. All right, so now I need to make the track. This track. So the first thing would be that I want basalt. This one. That one always to me looks like there's track marks on it, right? Like it's been scraped. I like that. I think that works for these sorts of things. So that's gonna hang on there like that. Yeah, I didn't mean switch. There's no real point in that. No, but I get it. I know what you meant, and I agree. Okay, so we're gonna do that. Now I want to do that on the other side as well. Probably what I'm going to need to do first though is get one of those crane heads in here. So let's see. Do I have any of them in here? That's not where I had it. Template. Yeah, see, I need to sort all this stuff out as well. Probably why the crane arm with this. I mean, yeah, that one will do. I'll need to modernize it a little bit. Oh, actually, you know what? No, we're not gonna do that. I have modernized one before. Let's go to find one of the ones that I've done. Best way to do that, right? So how are you guys doing? How's your week's been? By the way, if you haven't seen the latest tutorial, I know a lot of you guys already know how to do this, which is probably why not a lot of you watched it. Not a lot of comments on that video at the moment, but if you haven't, go check out the last tutorial. It shows you exactly how I make these signs, for anyone wondering. But let's go have a look here, because there's some crane heads here that I could use. Go faster. Go fast. Go fast. Yeah, I could do one of these ones. Probably better. I'll just grab the... Oh, I do have one, don't I? I'm not bad. Been tired and sick, but having fun watching the stream. Also trying to learn World Painter for the past couple of days, and it's annoying, lol. Yeah, I don't claim to know anything about World Painter. I've used it. I've definitely not mastered it or anything like that, for sure. Let me just see. Maybe it's on the... thing. Not here. Okay. Template. Crane arm. All of these things need to get pasted into that world and figured out what I want to do with all of them. Don't think it's here. Okay, we're just gonna take a new schematic of this thing. This one or that one? That one's a bit smaller. I'm gonna take that one because it's for indoors. Struggling with homework. I'm not really made for school, but I love architecture. Was sick last week. The stream helps get me excited and get some progress though. Okay, cool. Good to know that. Right, let's take a little quick schematic of this thing. Then we'll go back, paste this in, build off of it. So this is modern crane arm for now, I guess. And we're going to... I'm sorry. Are you not? Oh wait, no. Wrong selection. There we go. Need selection. This. We need to go out that far. Up. Get it at least to first chains there. And this one. Can also just bring it in a little. Up one. There. Okay. Just like that. And then we'll save that in templates. Unselect. And let's go back. What does the VIP rank in your server mean, by the way? VIP is something that I give out personally, either to people who I have collaborated with, randoms and random related staff members, or my own personal friends, actual like IRL friends. That is what VIP is. That's not something that anyone should be aspiring to, right? Unless you want to create videos. Don't worry too much about VIP. It's just a good way for me to recognize people that I've collaborated with. It's a good way to promote the other randoms or random staff like Eve. He's not been in a video. I mean, technically he's a friend, sure, online friend, which is a valid friend. But I haven't collaborated with Eve, but he is like a community manager for Random Craft, or at least community staff. And so yeah, it's just a combination of yeah, those three things: collaborators, random people, not random people, but from Random Craft, those people, and IRL friends. Other than that, I don't like differentiating in status. I will obviously have to differentiate with tiers, like members. The either the Ko-fi memberships or the channel memberships will have 3 tiers. It will be Grunt, which is the first tier, and then Techie and Elite. And those names have nothing to do with anything other than just the theme of Cyberpunk, right? Grunts being like you know, the street gangsters, the foot soldiers, and then the techies being something akin to like a net runner, right? The people that are a little bit like middle management sort of thing, and then the elites are actual like the upper management within the mega corporation, stuff like that. And that's all it really is. And obviously I have to differentiate there a little bit because people are actually talking over real money, hopefully one day to me. So I have to. But other than that, I don't really like differentiating too much with status. Those people aren't VIPs because they're better than anyone. They're VIPs just for that specific reason. I don't have a better name to give them. I think it kind of sums up exactly what they are. Just important people to me. That's it. Load schematic, modern crane arm. Okay. It's more about finding the dimensions for these things. So essentially, we want this thing to be facing this way, right? We don't want it sideways. That wouldn't make sense, because if, let's say, a truck backs up in here, or even just drives straight in here, we want this thing to be able to pick it up and then move it over and plonk it down here. Maybe we'll have a nice big crane or a mech or something in here to show that it gets put into these areas. And I think I'm going to actually put a couple of containers into these areas to fill up the space a little and to put a bit of color in here. And oh yeah, I forgot that these things are inside all of my containers. It gets me every time. If you go to New Valheim, they're inside each. Wait, now I need to show you guys. I keep forgetting this is a thing that I did for one container, and then I just kind of go copy pasted everywhere. If we go over to this one, right? You go in here. It's in all of them, right? There's one. They're everywhere. All of them. All of those. All of these. And they're everywhere. I completely forgot I did that. Oh, it's hilarious. So yeah, maybe some of these builds will eventually make it into the new city as well. I do have a name for the city. Actually, that's something we should probably also discuss. I'm not going to give you guys the name though. But here's something like a behind the scenes, like a preview of what the first episode would likely be about. Not only will it be about me discussing what the map is and how I came to making the design choices for the map itself and everything, but what it also will be is that fine? Yeah, I think it's good to leave that one gap there. So what we're gonna want, okay, I'll get right back to what I was saying. I just wanna do this quickly. So from here, yeah, one of the things that will be covered in the first video will be like the design choices for the map, why I made the biomes the way that I did, and blah blah blah, and talk about Pandatopia. Does that look to you? Well, I guess dystopia also works. I was gonna say it's definitely not a utopia. So yeah, one of the why I made the design choices for the map and all of that sort of stuff. But another thing will be the lore for the city. Because let's be real. Would it be a Derpol project if there wasn't lore involved, right? It wouldn't. The answer is it would. So, with that being said, the name. This is not going to be one of those series where I'm going to go like, you guys need to help me name this. Like, no, I'm going into it knowing what the name of the city is. We're talking this city design philosophy. We're talking mega corporation law. We're talking about the history of the city. Why all of these things will inform how you end up building your city, right? So let me just quickly bring up, you guys can't see any of this, so that's good. Actually, no, not that page. Where is it? That project, okay. And then over here, So yeah, at the moment I'm still working on a bunch of the things. What I have so far is like a mock-up of rival companies, right? I want each of the randoms at least to have theirs. So like Enigma's gonna have N-Tech, I'm gonna have Derpol Enterprises, Blag's gonna have Magitech, all of that sort of stuff. But also kind of like a city motto, a city design philosophy, all of that sort of stuff is going to be, pan also means all, so interesting. Not a bad name, even if it's not this one. What are your thoughts on Minecraft Rule 34? Miss me with that shit, please. I don't want to be involved. Leave me alone. No, don't do it. Why? Why does everything have to have a Rule 34? Huh? Why? I mean, I get it. The internet is populated by prepubescent and teenage boys. Obviously, the whole internet is going to be... That's the whole point of Rule 34. It's teen boys. But no. Miss me with that, please. Alright, so that's going to be where the tracks are. No. That. Which means I need to put those lights back. I guess I could... Yeah, fine, we'll just do a single end rod in the middle there for the lights. Grab some rods here. Also, just so that you guys know, this is going to be a proper Cyberpunk city, so punches will not be pulled when it comes to the seedier side of the city. I will probably age restrict some of the videos at some point. I don't know. I need to actually look into it and see if I would need to. Maybe I don't even need to do it. Maybe because it's like cartoon sort of stuff, they don't really care. I don't know. But, you know, Cyberpunk cities have certain things, right? They have seedy bars and drug dealers and, you know, places where ladies take off clothing and stuff like this. Those things will all be in the city. This is going to be a proper Cyberpunk city. I'm not pulling those punches to make this some kind of sterilized thing for children. My content is not for children. Never has, never will be. There are lots of sexual innuendos in a lot of the randoms, actually, videos, but also in mine. Swearing occasionally happens, even though we prefer to bleep it on Random Craft, just for comedic effect, actually, more than anything else. But yeah, no, we're definitely gonna not go sterile on this one. We are going to make it feel legit, right? I'm all about the authenticity. I'm not going to pull my punches there. So just so you guys know, I won't be over the top with this sort of stuff. Alright? I'm not gonna go download some resource packs that help with that Minecraft Rule 34 sort of stuff. But there will be some armor stands. It'll be done in a comical way, but you'll know what it is when you see it. You'll be like, ah, that's one of those things. Okay. You know, that sort of thing. Yeah. So that's going to be the tracks. Now, let's think. We'll probably want the wheels kind of in line with Yeah, we're not gonna make this thing too big. That would just be pointless. So coal there. Not gonna lie, I think you're exploiting. Huh? You think I'm exploiting? Exploiting what? Exactly. What you talking about? Talking about Light Matica then. He's flying, chat. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna assume that you're joking. Yeah, I'm flying, guys. Look. This is all... I did say that this was survival, right? It's not like the tags are filled up with creative let's build and Minecraft creative mode, blah blah blah. Just joined, what's he doing? I'm flying, chat. I'm flying. I'm cheating. No. Anyway, wait, how do I do this now? Guess I could just... Okay. We'll put some... we'll just do some of these over the top, I guess. That. There needs to be a trolley that can pull the thing across, I guess. Maybe we do some of these. And need to do that. Okay. Okay. Just realized I don't actually want this thing right here. But it's fine. I'll mock it up and then I'll move it around to where I want it. I guess that'll be the best way of doing it. We'll have this like this. Although, yeah, no, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. That works for me. And then, actually, take these out for a second. Let's put in some deep slate. So it fits in more with the color of the hoppers, and then I can also use these ones for the in-between spaces. Look a little bit more fitting, I guess. Okay, so like that. Yeah, we're gonna have to move this thing up for a little. You know what? Could also just... Oh, those things are definitely gonna need to be out of the way then. Let's move this thing over right now before I completely forget about it. Dude, no, look at this exploit, by the way. Huh? Move 5. Ooh, me exploiting. I know the person was probably just joking. Probably. I say probably, because these days you never know. Right? People get upset about some funny thing. Why? Oh. Why is this not moving? I kind of do want to even further this way, but you know what? We'll leave it there for now. One more, actually. One more. So I can put the bloody wheels on. That was kind of the whole point of this. The whole point of moving this. Oh no! I'm an idiot. Ah! Not like you guys didn't know that already. There. And there. Now I can actually put some wheel wheel caps on this thing. I know, very corny, but I do want them. I do want them. It does help sell. Helps sells the wheel. And then this is gonna have to be very, very low profile. So guessing we'll do This needs to go underneath this thing. But then again, it's just an automation, so basically I just need to be able to fit in like the control panels in here, I guess. So let's do that. Oh, you know what? We can go for a classic Enigma style phaser laser eye thing. I don't know what to call them. Concrete. So we do. I'm gonna do cyan because that's my color. Do that, and then we'll do. That. Anyway, who here has watched Doctor Who? Because I started watching that the other day, and oh boy. Oh boy. Oh wait, you know what? This is gonna be better if I do. Yes. I started watching from like the modern one, not the really old one. I started watching yeah, from season 1 of the new one, right? And it's a hard watch at the start, not gonna lie. I mean, I can already see it getting better, so you know, I'm okay with that. But oh boy, is it intense to watch that. The mastery of special effects is amazing though. Okay. So just a little automaton that can drive around, pulling that thing around. That fits in underneath there. Scrapes past all of that stuff. Yeah, okay. Something like that's gonna be. So it's not good or what? No, I didn't say it's not good. God, do you want me to get cancelled by all the Who nerds? I don't know. No, it's getting better. The first season was very low budget, and it took about 6 episodes for it to start like picking up momentum, and apparently like season 2 is just miles better already. So I'm looking forward to finishing up season 1 so I can see what season 2 has to offer. Also just take that and make that red sandstone, smooth red sandstone. There we go. Ah, that looks nice. Maybe down this way as well, for the heck of it. Yeah, something like that looks okay. No, it's. I'll let you guys know next week. Tune in next week as Derpol gives you his opinion on the next couple of episodes and whether or not it actually did get better. I'm almost finished with season 1, and then I can actually give you guys a better opinion. I'll share that on the Discord then. Actually, you know what? We could just. I'll figure this bit out later. Let's just paste that in. Shall we? There we go. Alright, now we need to probably put a truck in here as well. But like one of the ones that doesn't have anything on it, so it looks like it's getting pulled off. And I guess it could just stay there. Right? I can still see the west, I can see the builds, I can see everything around, so I don't think it's obscuring anything. Yeah, I guess I could leave it like that. I do want to put better signs here though. Why these things don't have signs? Or why they don't have yeah, that. Why it don't have that? That's better. Now it has the strippy strips. The strippy stripes. Actually, we'll put it all the way around here too. And luckily now with the bamboo, we're gonna have yellow signs as well. That's gonna be amazing. I am looking forward to that. Not gonna lie. I'm just looking forward to the fact that I don't care what the bamboo texture looks like, and a lot of people are complaining that it's pea yellow. Yeah, so is this. So is that. There's nothing. We need yellow slabs and stairs and signs and posts, and yellow is something we've been missing for a long time. Like, I get that we need blue and green for those things as well, but we need yellow as well. The freaking endstone and what was the other option? Sandstone's not even close. Just endstone. That was our best option for yellow up until now, right? It's not even yellow, man. It's like, yeah. Bamboo's awesome. Birch is no. Come on, Stefan. You're better than this. You're better than this to tell me that this is yellow. You're better than this to tell me that is the endstone's yellower than the birch, man. Up now. No, it's not bad yellow. Birch is a lovely block, but it's not yellow. And now we're gonna have bamboo, and that's very yellow, right? In fact, no, we're not gonna go over there right now. That means I have to load up a whole new instance to actually do that. I'm not gonna do that right now. So I'm just gonna hide that placement for now. And I think that's nice. I think that is splendissimo. Now, I just realized that I didn't actually I should have copied this thing over to here before I actually put in all of this stuff. Now I have to do it all manually. That's no bloody good. I meant it's bad as a yellow substitute, lol, which I've seen too much of. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, you have saved yourself a little bit of my ridicule. Just kidding. Just kidding. Let me just get all of these things in for a second. But yeah, I am very much looking forward to getting this project properly off of the ground. But like I said, I have so much that I still need to do to get this hub done. Because like each section, this is going to be the head corner. That's going to be for banners. That's going to be for warps. That one's going to be for map arts. And the end is also going to be for map arts. And each one of these things is going to be something different. Or maybe it's just heads, banners, map arts, and miscellaneous items. Like the... Which one is it? This one. The staff. Because I don't want to give permissions to everyone that comes on here, and it's good for them to be able to just grab that sort of stuff. Do it for the views. Hey, Amelia, you made it. Just build faster. Huh? I mean, I wish I could just build faster, but then I'll build like other people, which is not good. I build slower because I build better, I guess. How are you doing, Amelia? So I don't know if I mentioned what the project was to you last time, but if you go back and rewatch it, then you'll know. Otherwise, I'll tell you later. I guess. I want to put some lights on here somewhere that looks decent, but I don't know exactly where to do that. Although, I guess I could have it. These things? Do them right there. Ah! Doing well. Finished the errand I had. Alright, cool. Welcome to the stream. Okay, that's better. Now the thing is actually illuminated a bit. Means that, yeah, we can deal with that. So, yeah, that one's probably going to end up being for banners then. Let me see, then probably this one would be good for heads. Let's actually pop down all of these for a second here. All banners. I guess these are going to be all... I guess I'll do all the heads on this side. We'll also leave those there. Right? But obviously, nice big display thing in some kind of way. Maybe have all the heads on display, but also have the shulker boxes. I might also do command blocks that refill shulker boxes so that people can come just come here and like with like nothing. They'll be like, oh, that's the box I need, and then whew, okay, I have the box that I need, right? You could do that. Or if I have the heads all up against the wall, right, like up against that wall or something, then someone can just come over and pick block that. So that's also another way that I can do it. I'll probably end up doing both of those sorts of things. So the one side would be a display of everything individually, and the other side would be like vending machines that dispense shulker boxes with all of that stuff in it. Need to go, see you later. Alright. So that's going to be banners over there. Heads over there. Also need to have command blocks in each one, because this one is to get banners and stuff, because I didn't craft all of these. I generated all of this with commands, right? Like this one up here. Massive long command that just has a shulker box full of all of do that. Yeah. All of the banners. All of them. So there's that. So there's a lot of things. I want this to be a very fleshed out creative hub, right? And then the idea is that these plots are empty like this, but then I'll probably come in and put like the yellow black around them as I do one, and fill this in with just gray. For now it's just spawn proofing, because obviously monster spawning is on this world, because I want monsters and animals and stuff to spawn on the main island. Because here's another thing, it's going to be a creative let's build series, but everything I'm going to do is going to be survival friendly. In fact, I'm also going to probably think about like what kind of farms can go into certain builds and stuff like that. Because I want people to be able to actually use the stuff in survival. I'm not going to be using debug stick. I'm not going to be using barrier blocks and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be survival friendly, the whole thing. It might be me working in creative for the entire series, but it's going to be survival friendly. And so, yeah, this is just kind of half spawn proofed for now. But essentially, I could come and be like, okay, the thing that I want to build fits in here. Make a little thing, and then the next one, oh no, I need like 2 blocks to make this work, and then I need like 4 blocks to make that one work, and you know, then I'll start actually carving it out as I need it. But this is like a blank canvas, basically, right? But yeah, that's what I've been working on and off on for the last 2 weeks. Probably it's just mostly this building. And then the island, right? The one for the new city, that island. Let me just see here for a second. So I still have these map arts, which I'm probably not going to put into this world because these are all Enigma's map arts. They are pretty cool though. Although no, none of them work on here, so I guess that doesn't help. These map arts only help if I'm on Acapara, which is fair. Which is fine, but I'm gonna have to build up my own catalog of map arts here, and I'll probably do that in the end, because then you can have there's some tricks that you can do, making the maps cooler if you use them in the end. Although, that being said, I need to test out, because this, technically, is void. Maybe I could just do it here. But then again, if it's in the end, then I know exactly where it is at all times. It's out of the way. And might do that. It just might do that. I didn't understand what you'll be making in the squares. It's my creative test world. So whatever it is I'm working on, right? That's the point of this section of the world. So I'm going to be building the city on the island, and after every episode, I will update the world download for it. And with that world download, as a little bit of a bonus, is going to be everything that's in this area, everything that I've been planning, and even in the city, I might actually make mini games in the city and have like gambling machines and stuff that I collaborate with Redstone or something, right? So I'm going to have games. I'm going to have redstone. So it's like I'm going to try and make a lot of the city functional. And so, yeah. But it's also going to be my own test world. So a lot of the things might be from Random Craft, or it might be from something else. I'm considering moving the Cyberpunk tutorial world stuff over here as well. And just have it to like all of the stuff from the airports and the cars and the ports, that all goes in there, and then like the interior and the exterior and the street deco sort of stuff goes into drafts. The graffiti stuff goes to pixels, that sort of stuff, right? I just want this one world to be like my main world download. Everything I do is in this world. Everything that you guys want to download from me. Once Enigma has figured out how to fix the Season 1 world of Random Craft, I might take a copy of the chunks that I built in and paste that somewhere into this world and have another one of the warps take you over. What I want to try and do is, because you can see there's like these like bubble elevators here, right? So the idea would be that you actually have to interact with this world a little bit as well. You come up here, and then I'll have 4 different spaceships, right? Spaceships or flying cars, or one's a bus and one's a spaceship, and right? So the one will take you, like probably the taxi will take you to the city. The one of them will take you to previous like all of Derpol's Random Craft bases that will all be collected in one area. Right, one of them will take you to the map art area or something, and one of them will take you somewhere else, whatever. Right, I'll figure that out as I go along. But yeah, this is going to be an all-in-one world download with everything Derpol related over time. But it's going to take a while for me to organize everything into this. But yeah, that's it. The server is, and then eventually, one day, when the community's grown a little bit more and I'm starting to make some kind of income from all of this, and I can maybe, if I've made enough sales of Bisect hosting, wink wink, nudge nudge, then I could probably ask them for a second bigger server that would end up being our community server. And what I would do then is put this whole thing into, I'll probably do like custom dimensions like we have on Acapara for Random Craft, where one dimension will be a creative plot world, another dimension will be just a survival world. This city might be an adventure map, and then this creative hub will probably be the creative hub. And that's kind of that, right? And then I'll still keep this one separate. I don't want like the whole community coming on destroying all of it. But this will be the hub for the creative server. The island will end up being an adventure map, right? Which is why I want to make it functional over time. We'll see how that goes. My ambition might be a little bit too high for all of that. but we'll see how it goes. And then one will just be straight up random seed, go, survival server, whatever, right? Something like that. That's what I kind of want. So all of this is going to start tying together. It's all going to be Derpol Enterprises. The whole freaking thing is just going to be Derpol Enterprises, right? And maybe some of the things will be locked behind the membership tiers. At that point, I might, let's say that for the 3 tiers we were talking about earlier, the Grunt, the Techie, and the Elite, maybe the Grunt unlocks World Edit, the Techie unlocks GoBrush, and the Elite unlocks Voxel Sniper, or something like that for the creative server side of things. But then I'll also implement some kind of economy in the Discord where if you can't support me with money for that, totally fair, and I don't want to be unfair to anyone, then being active on the Discord and participating in the economy and earning the coins through chat and stuff like that, you'll be able to buy those perks for the server as well. So it might take you a little bit longer to get some of those things, but it's still possible, and not terribly difficult. But yeah, that everything is eventually going to tie in. I want a very well fleshed out community, everything at some point. And I'm always working towards that. And this is officially step 1, right? Okay, actually no. Step 1 was 2 years of me creating content and building the bit of community that I have now. But this is where the journey really starts for building all of these things and bringing it all together for everyone. Is to start off with something like this. So we'll see how it goes. We will. How many of you that are here now saw the start of the server when I was doing the tour of the island and everything? So I might just go back and talk about that a little bit more. I need to figure out how these things are going to wrap around. So you guys give me an answer on that while I wait. Two, three there. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm on the wrong freaking pillars. Here. Like I said, tooth pain. I know I've been very chatty, but I do still have that tooth pain. And it's not fun. It is not fun. So that. Sorry, I've completely gone silent, and for no good reason. I'm a little talked out right now, so I don't. Trying to think what else we can do around here, because I'm not entirely sure what to do next. I do have to finish these tracks. Guess I could just continue chipping that away, but is that prime entertainment? Definitely not. You guys still want to watch that? I don't know. Guess the best thing I can do is carry on for now. Right. Up. Fly around for no reason. Same on the other side, right? Anyway, so yeah, the one thing that I did want to mention then is the closer we get to this, we might... I'm gonna make a forum post in the Discord, so if anyone here isn't already a part of the Discord, you do that. But I'll make a forum post on the Discord that is suggestions for the city. And we will try our best to accommodate them, or at least have them archived in an idea library for when we actually need them, right? I mean, that's barely a plug, Stefan. I mention the Discord all the time. Well, yeah, a plug was more like what I was doing earlier, talking about bisect hosting. That was a plug. Maybe you missed that at the start of the stream. How many down? 2, 3, 4 down. 4. I know, I just need comedy right now, lol. Okay. I could go on the random graph. There's always some kind of comedy going on there, but there's also spoilers there that I don't necessarily want to give away right now. Not for my own stuff necessarily, but y'all know that I cursed Foxy at the end of my last episode, or at the start of my last episode. And his episode yesterday hadn't even featured that yet because the dude had too much content from the last 2 weeks. But he is currently in his cursed form, and I don't want to give that away to anyone. So I don't want to accidentally go onto that server and give that away. I don't want to give away the project that we've been working on there. So kind of why we're not on random craft. I would have figured out something if you guys voted for it on the Discord, but you didn't, luckily, so I could just do this. I have a fair excuse why I'm doing this. I need to figure out how I'm going to do the corners for these tracks. Or I could just have it where there's... No, it wouldn't make sense for there to be 4 of these things, of these claws, right? It would just be one that goes around. That would make the most sense, I guess. One of the main reasons why I want to do this new city project is just because of how badly I messed up the port in New Valheim when we started doing that one. Just how tiny I ended up making that port when I painted it. I wanna redeem myself on the port thing. I want my container ship to actually fit inside the port. That is the main thing. Or even just if it goes on the outer wall, doesn't even matter. I just need a wall big enough to put the frickin' container ship in. It was embarrassing when I made that, and I was like, oh, yeah, now this is way too small. Okay. Yeah, I need to get a hold of a few people. Rex and I need to actually have a collab on the server before the city thing even starts, because there's something that I need his help with on Random Craft, and he might as well get a video out of that. So you know, gotta do. Oh no, these things are facing the wrong direction. I'm an idiot. Stupid idiot. These ones are also incorrect. My brain not working. Told you guys. The toothache is really bad. Not like the toothache right now is really bad. I mean, like it messes with your head a lot. Because it's not just, you know, I'm sure most of you have had a toothache at one point or another. It's not just that the tooth hurts. It's also a case of your ear hurts. You know, your head hurts. All of that in one. Never just the tooth. Right? I never get toothaches. Well, lucky for you. I do once in a while. I don't have the world's greatest teeth. I was a terrible child. But also just, you know, living in a third world country, you don't always have the luxury of having the best sort of dental, or at least not. Well, we have good dentists. It's just freaking expensive in South Africa, and since moving to Spain, I haven't really been in any kind of better financial situation to be able to just go to the dentist and actually get my whole mouth fixed over time. Just one of those things. Yeah. One thing. Okay, yeah, no, this thing does have lights. I'm not gonna put one everywhere, so it might be worth having some lights on the bottom of these tracks. Yeah, that could do. Could do. Have some lights on the bottom. Yeah, no, that doesn't interfere with the actual mechanism. So definitely have some lights there. Yeah, this warehouse is massive. You just go put lights frickin'. I'm also considering the fact that I've spent so much time building this thing. I might actually rip this and make a couple of tweaks and then build a warehouse on RandomCraft, maybe? I need a storage system on RandomCraft. That's definitely something that I still need. But, okay, that's done. Guys, I know that this might not be the world's most entertaining live stream today, and I apologize. It's just one of those days. But I hope that at least the stuff that we were talking about before got everyone excited. Back when I was still talking, I was very excited about all of that. Now I'm talked out, now I don't know what to say anymore. That at least gave me like direction, what to talk about. Now I'm kind of just like, well, now that I've talked about that, what else is there to talk about? I'm kind of stuck a little bit. So I apologize for that. Not much else I can do about it right now. Hey, Arash, welcome. Welcome. Well, I guess a lot of the people that are here now didn't see what we were talking about earlier, right? So maybe I should just go back to the other island and give you guys a little bit of a rundown of what it is that we were talking about before. Is that okay? Should be okay, right? So the new project that I was talking about, that this live stream is named the new project, right? That is not the hub that we were just working on, although that all ties into it. The new project is going to be this big island that we have here, right? It is the shape of it, at least, is modeled after Nassau in the Caribbean. So it gave me a nice sized island to work with, nice shape, nice natural rivers and bay area and all of that. And essentially what this is going to be is a canvas for a big cyberpunk city that we are going to be building over the next couple of years. It's going to be both just a creative project for me to do that gives me content for shorts and TikToks and reels and Instagram posts and all that sort of stuff, but it's also going to be to collaborate with other creators and get them all in here building builds. Some community members, competition winners, and channel members are going to be able to build in the city over time. It's also going to serve as a long form tutorial series for like how to build a cyberpunk city. So, first episode might be city layout, second episode might be road layout, third episode might be focal points, like a large building in the middle of the city, and so on, right? One episode might just all be about alleyways. When I feel like we've had enough buildings in there and I want to work on some alleyways, I'll do a little bit of alleyway work and make the whole episode about the tutorial and inspiration sort of stuff around alleyways or graffiti or whatever. But that's essentially what this is all going to be, right? So on the one hand, creative, collaborative sort of server for me to work off of, but then also a tutorial series for you guys to play along with, follow along with, build along with. You're gonna have this world's gonna be downloadable after each one of those episodes, and along with that will come the creative hub that we were just working on. And yeah, that's essentially what this whole project is all about. Wow, that is very... How did I end up painting this thing like this? Interesting. Alright, we'll keep that there for now. But yeah, this is what I did. So, I went into World Painter with this one and painted it. That's just for an added... That's probably the most unsurvival friendly thing that this series is going to be about. The whole thing is going to be survival friendly, and you can technically do this by just finding a very big desert, right? But the whole painting the ocean with mangrove water, yeah, that was a little bit of a cheat. But you know what? It looks cool, and I don't think anyone's going to expect to have to do that one, But everything else, go for it. This is all going to be fairly survival friendly. You're just going to need to find yourself a nice flat desert. If you want, you could build a volcano, but that's definitely, extra. You really don't have to. But yeah, that's more or less what this is going to be about. And so we're going to be operating out of this creative hub that we're working on over here, right? Which I still need to finish, and then I need to expand this to at least a region in every, so it's like a 3x3 region, and then from there paste this into a part of the world that makes a little bit more sense, set up warps between the city and this, and like other build areas and things like that. And then this world is going to end up becoming my one and only world download, right? You can follow along with the city build, you can find all my Cyberpunk tutorial stuff in here, all of the little individual things that I designed for random craft will be in this world, everything. The entire Derpolverse build-wise will end up on this one server, and it will be downloadable after every creative episode, or any kind of big update, like maybe the end of Random Craft Season 2, I'll update and put my Season 2 base in this world, and then, you know, update the world download for stuff like that. That's what it's going to be. This is going to be a map art area in the end that you guys are going to have access to. There's going to be sections where we have like all of my custom tools. There's going to be like loads of heads and stuff in this area. You can pick block the heads individually, so like all of these heads that we use regularly. And as I go through the series and I'm like, I kind of need a computer head, but I don't like any of these, don't quite work for what I need, and I go get another one, that'll end up on the wall here, right? There's some steampunk stuff here. Most of these were collected by Enigma, so I might go through at some point and actually get all of my own. And then one day this will get turned into a community server sort of as well, where this will be the creative hub, and then there will be the island adventure map, and there will be just a random seed survival world for everyone to play on as well. So this is kind of the start of a very big long-term project, and that's what we've been working on. Or mostly that's just what we've been talking about while I've just been slowly chipping away at all of this. Do you know when the world will be ready with all your stuff? Like a month or two, or not the city? You just mean all of this with everything pasted in from other worlds and made to look good? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. That's gonna take a little bit of time. I mean, what I might do is, once the hub is ready, and the island is already ready anyway, I might have this as a complete blank canvas, just put that out if that's all you want. If you just want the hub to start working out of, because the hub might take another week or two to fully get done. It's mostly going to be once I get the build done, which is very close to finished anyway. In fact, I don't really need to do all that much more, just to at least have it playable, and I can always upgrade and carry on with this as I go along. But yeah, the hub, getting in all the heads and the banners and all that sort of stuff, that's going to probably take the longest. Because what I'll probably do is take my time and actually go through Minecraft heads and get all of the heads that I think I'll probably ever use. Or at least build up a nice library, right? Like have a really big head wall here, maybe with like different categories, right? So we'll have like tech, and then people heads, and then food, and, you know, machinery and stuff like that, right? So we'll have rows of that. And then this one, I need to still build the command block vending machine sort of stuff to dispense the shulker boxes, need to put the shulker boxes together, all of that sort of stuff. So maybe because I still have random craft episode that I need to finish for next week. Don't know how the tooth thing is gonna go. So I'm hoping to maybe have this all done at least by the end of the month. Let's say by the end of the month. No promises, but that is definitely where I think the latest that I would want to do it. If I don't get around to that, then so be it. But I would like to have it done by the end of the month. And then, I mean, I would have liked to have the first episode of the city building out by the end of the month, but I don't think that's necessarily gonna happen. I have a few other things. There's still the Random Craft birthday event coming up and all of that. So I might work on that first episode over like the Christmas period when things are a little bit more quiet for most of us. Yeah, I might work on the first episode around the Christmas period, I guess. And but yeah, I want to get the hub done by the end of the month. I think what I'll also do is, as time goes on, so this is going to be the world download, but now that you've mentioned it this way, you've got me thinking there, simply. Because I can put multiple files in for a download, right? So there'll probably just be the one stall page that has this. So it'll have the blank one, which is the first one that I'll upload, and then it'll have one that gets renewed with every episode, so you can look at all the new stuff, so that the blank one is always available, right? For anyone who wants to start from scratch or use this hub as their own creative hub, maybe just change out the face for your own skin's face or whatever, right? That sort of stuff. And maybe they want to start their own city, not necessarily following along with mine, but also you know, they just want the map to have as a canvas for their own city. So then that's always available. That's a very good idea. I think I will do that for sure. Okay, but just think here. I want to just get some progress done here quickly in the last few. Hey, Sixer, how's your itch to build Cyberpunk, bro? Because you're probably gonna end up on the server with me at some point. Oh, that is the wrong stuff right there. That is the wrong stuff right there. Do that. Yeah, you and I are gonna end up on a server building together for sure. I'm telling you now. I'm not even asking. I'm telling you. I need to get into some books to learn how to do it. Any tips? Just, yeah, get into a call with me. Come onto the server with me. I'll give you some tips. Give you all the tips. Did I have this correct? Yes, I had this correct. Why do I keep getting confused by the orientation of these things? I mean, I don't know if you've played Cyberpunk. That's definitely a good place to start. Or watching some Cyberpunk media of some sort. A little bit of Blade Runner. Or some Altered Carbon, something like that. Those are all good ways to get yourself started, getting familiar with the aesthetic. But also, you know, there's gonna be room for, you know, artistic license in this series. So if you're like, oh, I want to collab with you, but I don't know how to do Cyberpunk, we could find something. There's gonna be something that you're your expertise is going to be able to accomplish on the server. That looks amazing, though. I never played or watched anything about Cyberpunk or Future. I am stuck in medieval age. Yeah, I get that. I mean, it is a fun style to build in. It's just not for me all that much. That's a nice trick with the blast furnace. Oh yeah. They're also on the outside as more ventilation. So Cyberpunk 2077 is a really great game. It's a really great world, right? I wouldn't necessarily call it a great game. I'm not one of the people that got overhyped and then completely upset that they ruined the launch and all of the missing mechanics and all of that sort of stuff. But still, it's not the world's greatest game, or even a great game at that. But what it does is the world specifically is extremely well built. It is something that luckily CD Projekt Red didn't need to do themselves, but I'm sure that they would have probably done a good job of building the world themselves. But the world was built for them, right? Cyberpunk was a tabletop role-playing game long before CD Projekt Red got their hands on it. And so the world was very well fleshed out. It's also based off of Neuromancer by William Gibson. So, you know, between the book and the TTRPG and everything, Cyberpunk had a very good start already with like the world building and the lore and everything that's there. Well established, don't need to really put all that much effort into it. Then they messed up the mechanics a little bit. Gotta admit that. There's still some problems there. I think one of the last updates also kind of messed up a few more things again instead of fixing things. It's been a rocky ride. I do want to try and finish it though. I still haven't finished my first playthrough, and I want to do that before the DLC comes out, because whether or not it's like a good game or a great game or whatever, I do like it and I do enjoy playing it, which I guess makes it a good enough game for me. But I just want to keep playing Cyberpunk. It's just a style that I am thoroughly enjoying niching down into as a creator, and there's still so much that how are we go? Oh, wait, one second. I'm skipping over things. Speaking of which, I bought 2077 recently, but I haven't booted up because I can't get over my Terraria addiction yet. I mean, there's worse things to be addicted to than Terraria. I have a couple of friends who love to do it, but they can help me when we build. Maybe they can help me when we build. It's Freya and Hazard. Yeah, if you just bring all three of you on and be like, then I don't have to do individual episodes with you and Freya and with Hazard. We just get all three of you in at the same time and do a big collab, right? Sure, why not? Hey, Joey, Peg, what up? Where were we? Cyberpunk 2077 was also pretty expensive. Yeah, it wasn't exactly the cheapest game, was it? How are we going to download the map? Just like everything else, this will be up on my Ko-fi page. It will be a free, pay what you like sort of situation where you can get it for free, and by all means, no one judges anyone for taking it for free. But if you want to, you know, drop a little bit of money to support me, then you can do that. But it's 100% free. Always these sorts of things will be 100% free. Especially the things that are tied into tutorial sort of stuff on my channel will always be free. Things like the tool set, if I can just remember where I put that, right? So the tool set, this won't be free because this isn't necessarily tied in with just Minecraft, right? It's also, these textures are 32 by 32 for a reason. and that's because it's good for other voxel type games as well. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, Hightail, right? When Hightail comes out, these tools are all ready to go for that as well. And this took me a lot longer than any of these builds will ever take me. So things like that won't necessarily be free. Maybe, I'm still deciding. But you know, paying $5 for a nice resource pack like that, and having that continuously be updated and stuff would be pretty good. So like it'll grow over time into a bigger and bigger resource pack. That's all Cyberpunk stuff. But for now, it's just going to be the tool set, and we'll see how it goes over time. But yeah, the map's going to be free on Ko-fi. You can donate if you want, or you don't have to. It'll always be free, and it'll constantly be updated with newer and newer builds and all that sort of stuff. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's gonna have to do it for today. It's not really much else. This was more of a talking stream than I barely built anything for the 2 hours. But I wanted to share some things with you guys, and I wanted to really. I don't have the energy to be playing, really. I scraped together enough energy to be able to have this conversation with you guys. This was definitely more of a talking stream than anything else. But thank you all for coming out. Remember, if you would like to support the channel in any kind of way that isn't going to affect your pocket at all, if you are looking for a server, there's a link down in the description to Bisect Hosting, which is a very good hosting service, and you can use my code Derpol for 25% off your first month. And they are responsible for me even being able to do this whole series. This server I wouldn't be able to afford on my own, just because, you know, I don't really make much money from any of this yet. So thank you to Bisect for giving me the server as part of the partner program. But genuinely, they are a good company, and you guys should go check them out. And it's a good way to support my channel without, you know, if you are looking for a server, boom. But anyway, other than that, join the Discord if you haven't already. I don't know why you wouldn't. Link in the description, Derpol Enterprises, or you can join the Random Fandom. Both of those are very good servers. One's for me, one's for Random Craft. Same, right? I'm in both. And I will see you guys in the next one. So have a fantastic day. Bye.